Word on the street. The first payment from the new expanded child tax credit will be sent to about 39 million families with roughly 65 million kids this week. Cowen out with a new note saying this is an underappreciated catalyst for discretionary consumer spending. The firm says Walmart, Target, and grocery outlets are poised to benefit in particular. Cowen adding that based on pre-pandemic data, Wingstop, Jack in the Box, and Darden restaurants will also likely see gains thanks to the child tax credit. And separately, Benchmark initiating Roblox as a sell today with a $75 price target. The firm says that it's concerned the pandemic pulled forward too much growth. That stock closed down nearly 3%.
This year's Emmy nominations were announced today, and there were some big surprises. Julia Boorstin has the details for us. Julia.
Well, the Emmy nominations are out, and this year's nominations give us a window into what's working and how much companies are spending in the streaming content wars. Now, Netflix has 129 nominations behind HBO and HBO Max combined, which have 130. But in the race for awards attention, Disney is actually the stealth winner. While Disney Plus has 71 nominations and Hulu has 25, if you look at the nominations by company and you add in ABC, FX, Nat Geo, and Freeform across all of Disney's different platforms, the company actually has 146 nominations, more than any other media company. And the nominations also speak to the quick ascendance of Apple TV Plus. It has 34 nominations, nearly double the number that Amazon got, despite the fact that Amazon has been producing content for much longer than Apple TV Plus. Now, taking a look at the stocks today, Netflix and Apple both traded higher. Disney was higher in the morning, though, ended the day fractionally lower, though it did gain about 4% yesterday. And guys, here's one surprise. Quibi, remember Quibi? It no longer exists, but 3 of its shows now running on Roku, including Reno 911, drew a total of 8 nominations, showing that while the format that Quibi dreamed up didn't work, maybe the shows on a TV screen, not just a mobile device, maybe those shows actually did work. So we'll have to see who walks away with the awards when the ceremony is held. That's coming up on September 19th. And that is the first of the awards ceremonies for the post-COVID world, guys.
So maybe some awards to come for Roku there. Julia, I mean, clearly there was a lot of discussion post this year's movie awards, and as to whether that's made a difference this year with the pandemic being in place remains to be seen. But do these awards make a big difference to the bottom line or the top line of the companies when it comes to TV?
Well, look, here's the interesting thing about the awards. Content creators love to win awards. So they think that if you're going to have a chance at winning an award at HBO, it gives HBO an extra appeal. So I think that if Netflix can win one of the top awards, Netflix has never won the very top awards at the Emmys. If they can do so, then that will be another lure for content creators. So it's free marketing for these different streamers, but it also is valuable marketing for the content creators, because which big name star talent doesn't want to win a big award?
I would vote for Bridgerton, which got nominated for Best Drama.
I haven't watched that yet. I struggled to get
You're
through.
behind the curve.
I'm amazed The Crown gets so many as well. Didn't think it was as good as season 1. Anyway, Julia Boorstin, thank you very much for that. Looking ahead, some key data to watch tomorrow, PPI and the Beige Book. Fed Chair Jay Powell testifying before the House Financial Services Committee at 12 p.m. And on the earnings front, we'll hear from Delta Airlines, Bank of America, Citi, and Wells Fargo. And don't miss our all-star lineup of guests. We've got a first on CNBC interview with Bank of America's Brian Moynihan. We'll also hear from Wells Fargo CFO Michael Santomassimo. And don't miss our exclusive interview with ARK Invest's Kathy Wood, all right here on the show tomorrow. I mean, I can't wait. Plus, Mike, some pretty interesting data to tee it up, and more importantly, from the Fed Chair.
Wow. From the Fed Chair, yeah. Remember, it's the House. He's going to get a lot of questions about things that have nothing to do with
monetary. He's going to get inflation questions,
without a doubt.
They politicize this issue now.
No doubt about it. In fact, there's even reporting White House getting a little bit nervous about the fact that you have higher prices at the consumer. Obviously, he's going to try to sort of defer any sense that there's urgency about moving policy in any direction. But, we'll see how the market takes it, because at this point you have not just what he says, but also the numbers of a few months, to play against it.
Were you surprised the market didn't rally more today, given the fact that the read was that this could be transitory and the yields went lower, which has typically been beneficial for stocks lately?
I would say I'm not surprised it didn't rally on the mix of bond and stock market reactions, meaning Look, we've known that these factors were in the mix for months. Economists made their estimates based on those factors, and the number came in well ahead of all those as well. So it seems like it was just a little bit too high to dismiss entirely. But again, we're down 1/3%. We just undid yesterday's rally, so it wasn't as if it was a stampede away from the market, but definitely a little bit of nervousness.
As Mike said, end of the day, lower by 0.35% on the S&P 500. We're out of time here on Closing Bell. Thanks so much for watching. Fast Money on the other side of this short break.